Hi everyone, welcome back to Strange Horticulture. Alright, so we left off on day 6. Old Man of Coniston looks out around across the lake with blind eyes. His mind wanders with the current floating gently southwards to the fork. Alright. Coniston, the old man, looks out across the lake with blind eyes. His mind wanders with the current southward toward the fork. The heavens open up as I reach the fork. I take a moment to pause and listen to the sound of water on water. I'm soaked through, but my spirits are high as I return home. I'm not empty-handed. 2 new plants today. Alright. Put those up on the shelf. Okay. Pet the kitty. Yes. Malcolm Hodges. Good morning. I'm looking into the disappearance of Isidore Burbage. Maybe this time he went too far. I could count on one hand the list of people who don't hate his guts. God, a witness says he came in here yesterday evening. You don't mind if I take a look around? Okay. Do you have a warrant, officer? Hey, Eleanor. The insects make the salt marshes uninhabitable. People stay away and not much grows there, but I know where to find an unusual plant. Okay. I have drawn you a map in case you decide it's worth your time. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sure. Okay, so that's over here, like here? It's the river. The air is thick with flying, biting insects, an unbearable plague. I fight against it for mere moments before I'm overwhelmed. If only I had some blue winter to keep them at bay. I don't know, do we? Blue aloe or blue winter after its cool blue-gray flowers. Winter boar is a hardy plant often found growing in extreme environments. Rubbery leaves make an effective insect repellent when applied to the skin. Blue-gray flowers. Winter saved my skin, but the swirling mass of insects is so thick in places that it is hard to see. At length, I come across what I came for and hurry away. Okay. Oh, spiky. Alright, so you can move down here, you live up here. Hey, Malcolm. Well, I couldn't find anything, but do let me know if you remember anything unusual. Okie dokie. Sure thing, officer. Thank you for your help and discretion earlier. Sisterhood is grateful, but the news that the Arda was poisoned with gilded dendra has everyone worried. The temporary acting Arda is panicking. I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but one of the sisters has gone missing, a runaway called Thea that we took in a few years ago. We're trying to find her, and Sister Charlotte remembered that the Jacob's Worth plant is said to help locate people. Okay. Jacob's Worth. People tend to be drawn to the unusual flowers of the Jacob's Worth, but it is the leaves that have the most interesting properties. It is said they will point the way towards any person you wish to locate and have been used successfully to find many a lost wanderer out on the fells. Is it this one? Yes. Solomon's Scepter. Also known, alarmingly, as Hell's Gate and sometimes Solomon's Scorn. Alright. Down here. Arthur Cook. It's my wife's birthday, and I wanted to get her something special. There was a plant that she used to love as a child, but she hasn't been able to find any in years. It's sort of bulb-like and has a strong smell to it, but strong in a good way. And oh, the flower is more like lots of little flowers. Bulb-like. Does this have an unusual smell? Strong smelling. Yep. That? Is that what you want? Okay. Ennis Aylford. We've had our eye on you for some time now. Join us. Praise the Dendru. I represent a group called the Seeds of Redemption. Your expertise would be very useful to us, and we have much to offer in return. Let us know we can count on you by leaving a single St. John's poppy flower outside the Sadgill Church before Friday. Do not make the mistake of ignoring us. Praise the Dendru. Okay. I mean, we have travel, so outside where? Sadgill Church. The church isn't hard to find in the small hamlet of Sadgill. This must be the place. Verona Green. I have returned from Swinside. I must admit, I was hoping for more to go on, but there were certainly signs of a ritual having been performed at the stone circle. And the poor victim, well, the less said about him, the better. Reuben had it right, though. Grisly. I have the beginnings of a theory, but I'd like to run some tests on a sample of the gilded dendra. Now, did I identify that already? No. Do not drink the sap of this plant. The lips and veins will turn black as the blood succumbs to dendra's miasma, a sure and painful way to die. The poison is so potent that even touching the leaves of the plant can be painful. Okay. Let's see. Bright red flowers grow at the ends of thin stems. I'm not sure that's it. My fingers ache from handling this plant. Okay. There we go. Maiden sorrow. Okay. And wood. My aunt died 2 weeks ago and I inherited her house. I have been sifting through her possessions and last night I found something unusual. In a forgotten corner of the attic I found a coffin. More unusual still, it was bound by strong vines, so strong that I cannot cut through them. I immediately thought of your shop. You know about plants, right? Royal Gentian. Royal Gentian. Sometimes called Everheart, the pink flowers of the Royal Gentian are made up of 2 large kidney-shaped petals. One of the few known ways to release the bind of swift snare is to apply a paste created from the sap of the Royal Gentian. This looks like it's this one. Elder Finium. Okay. Before she left, she returned to her hiding place and carefully retrieved the book, her excitement building as she did. She couldn't articulate what was so alluring to her about the book, but by now it had become an obsession. Alright, let's see what we've got. 5 miles south of the tallest but one. It grows in peace in the midday sun. Alright. So let's see. Great Gable is $8.99. So Fairfield Peak is the second tallest. Is there something else? Let's see. Oh no, Crinkle Crags, $8.59. Oh, Bowfell, $9.02. $9.78. Okay. So far, this is the second tallest. 5 miles south. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The forest here is lush and vibrant. The birdsong feels enchanting, like the call of sirens. Nestled in the undergrowth under the shade of a birch tree, a plant grows. Oh. Okay. Let's cluster the unidentified ones toward the middle. Okay. And wood again. I was able to strip away the swift's nearest vines and lift the lid, with more than a little trepidation, I'll admit. To my relief, but also disappointment, the coffin contained nothing but dust. At least that's what I thought at first, but when I looked closer, I discovered a golden amulet embedded in the gray ash. On the back of the amulet is an inscription that says, "With Solomon's scepter I awake." Solomon's scepter, that's a plant, right? Yeah, I'm sure this is fine. You're just gonna wake up, I don't know, some sort of ashinated vampire or something. Also known... Okay. Hell's Gate and sometimes Solomon's Scorn, the flowers of the plant are commonly used in witchcraft and other satanic practices. Many sweet-smelling small flowers grow along the stem. Okay, so I have this one. Sweet-smelling. Yes, it's probably that one. I don't think those flowers don't look right. Okay. David Schaefer. I heard a shepherd got killed by some wild beast up near the Swinside Stone Circle. They say it slaughtered half his flock as well. People around here don't seem too bothered, but it's got them panicked down Foxfield way. Kentmere Eye. Okay. Alright, so I think this is where we start needing to use this weird thing. Kentmere. From Kentmere, I follow the bearing of the eye and end up in a small forest north of Kendal. The woods are thick with briar and brambles, but amongst the tangled undergrowth, a type of flower is flourishing. Okay, something with little berries. Okay. Well, this is getting interesting. I was able to confirm that it was indeed gilded dendra that was used at the Swinside ritual site. That's a worrying sign. It's a plant that is used in several of the darker incantations. And it can't be a coincidence that the very same plant was used to poison the Arda. There must be a connection between this other murder and the Sisterhood. I need some mental clarity to think it through some more. Some maiden sorrow would help a lot. Okay. Maiden sorrow. Soft leaves of this plant between one's finger and thumb is said to help prevent the mind from wandering, providing a focusing effect. The flowers of this plant droop mournfully, but it is the thorns along its stem that are thought to lend its name. Okay. This one's kind of droopy. Hey, are your leaves soft? I don't know. Okay, that was right. Okay. Red Ebony, right. So we need that for that, so let's find it. This plant is said to uncover that which is hidden, including buried treasure and secret writings. The red ebony is extremely rare and not well studied. Blood has been spilled over this plant, which is where the red part of the name is believed to come from, since, confusingly, the large flower is in fact blue. Okay. How do we do this? extract of a plant. Well, okay, first let's find it. The flowers are blue. Oh, it's this thing. It's this thing. Okay. It looks like I'm going to have to make a trip to Blackcomb. Verona noticed something at the Swinside site that's had me pondering. A piece of slate with a symbol drawn on it in black. Can't think of anywhere else around there where you'd get slate from. That, and Bradley Miller keeps insisting that he saw something up at Blackcomb. Then again, Bradley Miller does claim that Barry stole his wheelbarrow. If I'm going to spend a night out in the hills, I'll want to take some eyebright with me. Wouldn't want anyone sneaking up on me in the dark. Take care not to touch the brightly colored thorns. They will do no lasting damage, but they contain a small amount of venom that will cause severe pain for several days after. A plant that only grows to the south in warmer climates where they call it loath after a long dead king. Known to improve eyesight at night, even in the darkest places. Okay, this has bright thorns. Alright. Now. Okay, we have the red ebony, but we need to use extract, which means we need to brew potions, and that has something to do with this, but the only clue I think I have so far is this. I don't think I haven't used this for anything. Wait. Give me this. This isn't going to work without any stuff in it. Let's just cram them together. Can we just oh, I can just cram them together. Okay. We don't need to do anything. Ooh. there's a thing. There's a thing. Tomb of the Hunter. The Great Oak. Okay. Whoever wrote on my map has been very helpful. I would never have thought to come out to this desolate place in search of plant life, but a quick search yields exciting results. Okay. So, where did that go? So we know that's Elderfinium, because that's what it said on our map. It can live up here because we haven't actually used it. Okay. Forest Bear. Does it ever stop raining in Undermere? I have a reputation in town for knowing about unusual plants. You have a reputation in town for weird green eyes. I need some gray sandfire. Nobody around here seems to even know what I'm talking about. I hope I'm in the right place now. Alright. Gray sandfire. It is. I was wondering if it was going to be an alternate name that we'd have to scour through. Sandfire has a tough outer bark which has many useful properties. Some chew it as a form of dental hygiene, taking care not to swallow it as it can cause unpleasant stomach distress. The flame-like tendrils give off a smoky scent, adding to the impression of a roaring fire. Flame-like tendrils. There you go. I can explore more. Just go to one of these random places. Tomb of the Hunter. Great Oak. The memorial bears the name Swaif Prior. It stirs a memory. He was one of the Dreher. Theirs is a lonely life at the mercy of a dangerous addiction. They build a tolerance to the Dranthium sap in childhood that they might benefit from its potent effects, but they will die if they stop taking it. An unusual plant grows sparsely around the memorial. Okay. At first she felt free, but it wasn't long before the reality of her situation began to take its toll. She stole food when she was hungry and slept in makeshift shelters, not knowing where she was going, not caring. Eventually, she made her way to Grisdale Forest. Okay. So, Loic to Eaglehead. Loic. Eaglehead. Eaglehead. Okay, so here. Foxfield to Crinkle Crags. Foxfield. So like... Oops. Well, I hope that was it. The magpie sees me before I see it. I do not know how long it has been watching me, but I can tell that it is interested in my movements. A strange sensation creeps over me, and I feel an urge to leave this place, but not before collecting a plant for further study. 1 for sorrow. Turning to leave, I see another magpie and another plant I've never seen before. 2 for joy. Ugh, man. So many plants. Okay. Innis Ailbird. You are wise to pledge your support to the Seeds of Redemption. Together we are stronger. Now that the Dendru has awoken, the redemption is upon us. It is a glorious time. Our deeds will be remembered for 1,000 years. Those of us that have put our faith in the woken Dendru will be saved, but we must act swiftly. We will be in touch soon. Praise the Dendru. Okay. My mind is clouded, dark. I see it, and it sees me, all of me. Elderfinium is the answer. It must be. Okie dokie. Alright, so let's go. Let's see. We went there last time, right? So let's go and check this place out. A huge tree stands before me, impossibly tall and wide, bigger than I could ever have imagined any living thing might be. Its upper branches graze the sky. Okay. That's it? My mom was into horticulture. I found this among her things. Golden light. That's a plant, right? I'm not sure what long Meg could mean, though. Is that another plant? Anyway, I thought you should have it, just in case it's any help. She loved this shop. Alright. Golden light. Start at Long Meg, South 3, East 2. Long Meg. Guess we'll hold on to it. That can go in the archive. And wood. Help me. The amulet. I can't remove it, and it's drawing the life from me. Which is remedied. The lung vericant is believed to lift curses. Small leaves grow in pairs along the stem. I can feel it working. Thank you. Okay. Amos Duncan. It's good to see you, my friend. I've been on the road so long I'd started to wonder if you were still on the other end of the letters I've been sending. I'm back in town for a few days, though, and I wanted to give you these before I forgot. I found them in the pocket of an overcoat that belonged to your uncle. I almost threw them away, but I thought the symbols on them might mean something to you. Okay. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, no, that was the right one. Here we go. Here we go. 4. That one's right side up. Is there an... Aha, there is an upside down one. Aha, look at all this stuff. Some books. Note. Okay, we don't need these anymore. A Briar's disc, often called a smuggler's disc, is a simple device that can be used to send coded messages. The location of cached cargo, for example. The principle is cunningly straightforward. The code is indecipherable to prying eyes. Both parties must be in possession of a disc of identical size with the same symbols etched around its edge and a map. To encode a location, you would then place the disc over some named point on the map nearby and note whichever symbol is pointing to the location. It may be necessary to string multiple symbols together, but you can use this method to reach any other point on the map as required. Yeah, okay, that's this thing. Okay. Robert Barrow's Medicinal Herbology, Black Hall Road, Kendall. Okay. Kendall. Kendall. I find the Medicinal Herbology shop of Black Hall Road. I know you, says the man behind the counter. Robert Barrow, presumably. You're the owner of Strange Horticulture. 2 hours later, after a lengthy and engaging discussion covering a variety of botanical subjects, we decide on a trade. Turns out Robert is a collector of unusual fungi, and I have just the thing for him. Copper Caledonian. This plant has a rejuvenation effect, but most who have tried to benefit from its properties have come to realize that it is a curse, not a blessing. Though you may appear younger, you will quickly become more frail and brittle. The red patches that are often seen growing on it are in fact a type of fungus themselves and not part of the plant. Okay. So we have a couple of different fungi with red things on it. I feel like, well, it's definitely not this one. This one doesn't have the little, like, neck thing on it, so we'll try this one. Yes. Aw. So many plants. I have no idea what any of this means, but it seemed like something you might find interesting. Found it while clearing out the nook off the east wing. Baylock's Elixir. Made from the crushed petals of 3 distinctive plants, Baylock's Elixir is a potent aid to memory, allowing those who drink it to ensure that they retain important information that they will never forget. Care must be taken After drinking, however, to avoid the fate of Grey Gale, who slowly lost her mind after taking Bailox and staring at a blank wall for 12 hours. Okay. Alright, I don't think that I need this note about the Briar's Disc. Keep those out. A young woman alone in the world, she was taken in by the sisterhood and given a home. It was a chance for redemption, a new start. Okay. In Tebe, a noble elder stood silently watching starry skies. All right. I remember this one being tricky. But first we have to find Tebe. Tebe. There it is. Okay. Our elder stood silently watching starry skies. Okay. Those all start with cardinal directions. Tebe, north, east, northeast, south, south, west, south, south. Okay, good. I find myself in a patch of moorland surrounded by jagged peaks and menacing clouds. A distinctive plant stands out against the swaths of purple heather. And there, another. New plants acquired. Okay. These up here. Yeah, it was about at this point, I think, when I played it before, that I started alphabetizing my plants. I don't think I will make you suffer through that, but yeah, it gets a little bit crazy. Okay. Get all of our things set up. At the kitty. Good morning, kitty. Simone Green. Long Meg? Sorry, I've not heard of it, but I'll keep an eye out for you in the library. As long as you can get me some Fever Kiss, that is. Too many late nights at the library are taking their toll. Okay, the red berries provide an energy boost that lasts several hours. Purple red berries, is that? Maybe that's not right. What about this? Ah, I already labeled it. There we go. Mountain Astery. David Schaefer. There's talk around town of a woman who wears a green mask made of jade. There are all sorts of oddballs in Undermere, but that's certainly unusual. Beckfoot Candle. Beckfoot. Is there a candle on this? Yeah. Okay. Beckfoot. Candle. The candle leads me east of Wastwater To the north, the mighty Scafell Pike grazes the sky, the tallest peak in England. The challenge beckons to me, perhaps another time. Okay, this is done. I have been talking to people around town, trying to learn as much as I can about this beast that is rumored to have been seen in these parts. In the old world, they called this thing the Servant, but the people here seem to have forgotten that name, except the group calling themselves the Seeds of Redemption. They are something I did not expect, and they have made it clear that they want me to stay away from the Servant. They seem to worship it, but I'm getting distracted. My Dranthium supplies are low. Need more. Okay. Dranthium. A plant with powerful mind-altering abilities. Those who inhale smoke from burning its long, sharp leaves elevate their awareness to levels otherwise unachievable. Some know Dranthium as Green Eye, a name derived from the telltale sign of overdose, where even the whites of the eyes take on a green hue. Green tint. Okay. So it's got some pokey, long, sharp leaves. This has long, sharp leaves. Not particularly. Long, thin leaves that bear surprisingly sharp edges. I crept around Blackcomb 2 nights ago in the pitch black. That eye bright is some potent stuff. I could see clear as day. Up on the fell, I found a shallow pit full of skulls. Some deer, fox, badger, and some human. There was an eerie silence about the place, and every part of me was screaming to get out of there. Back down on the flat, I heard a terrible noise, like an axe maker's whetstone, but unmistakably animal. High on the ridgeline, I saw a cowled woman wearing a jade mask watching me, and beside her, something dark, inhuman, and bloody huge. I don't mind admitting that I'm out of my depth on this one. I'll need to speak to Verona again. While I'm here, I'll grab some wild coal for my pounding head. You'd have been out drinking too if you'd seen what I did. Okay, wild coal. Purple berries are recommended by physicians in place of a hair of the dog mentality as a tonic for those suffering the effects of having drunk too much the night before. There are some who consider wild coal a sacred plant, perhaps owing to its rarity, and claim that it is bad luck to pick berries from it. Michael Bennett. My neighbor has a foul-smelling mushroom that she says can ward off evil spirits. It's a horrible little thing that attracts flies, but I'd rather that than sit and do nothing. There's something very strange out in the woods. Do you want the foul-smelling mushroom that wards off evil spirits? Okay, I think you do. So... Nope. Am I at the end of my list? I want to look at the beginning. Okay. No. Nope. Let's see, looking for mushrooms. Mouse trap. Unpleasant odor. Deter unwanted. Yes, it's stinking sunset mount cap. What is this? We've identified it already, so should be labeled. Yes. Okay. Hey, Verona. Poor Reuben. He looks a little worse for wear this morning. He took it hard when his wife died and never did quite give up the drink. I think I know what ritual was performed at the stone circle. It all adds up. It was a summoning spell. Someone called to something across the void and tried to bring it here, and with the state of that body all torn to shreds, I'd say they succeeded. And then, the gilded dendra. That really got me thinking. I found this in Dr. Worthing's bestiary. A little light reading for you. I'm headed to Grisdale Forest again. Sisterhood will know more. It has many names. Some call it the Woken Dendru, believing it to be related in some way to the deadly gilded dendra plant. Others call it the Night Stalker, the Miasma, or the Dread. But the most common name for it in the Shires is the Servant. You'll have heard of it in children's songs such as Keep the Fire Burning and Servant and Master, and there are hints of it in the older stories, but nobody alive has seen it in the flesh. It is said that the dead ground northeast of Tebe, where nothing but black Digitatus mortis grows, was caused when the servant last walked our lands hundreds of years ago. Alright, so we have some traveling time, so let's go check that out. Northeast of Tebe. The wide area of blackened ground here is known to the locals as Dead Man's Field. Dark mushrooms protrude from the soil like fingers reaching out from the grave. Gross. Every day, she attentively followed the teachings of the Arda. Every day, she patiently performed the task given to her. Every day, thoughts of the book itched away at the back of her mind. With the stuff. There we go. A secret uncovered is a secret no more. 2 miles north of Foxfield. Okay. Foxfield. Three ravens circle above, their caws and croaks cleaving the silence, an omen. I take what I came for and leave. One from your librarian friend today. Nice. In reference to your question the other day about Long Meg, I'm afraid I do not have an answer, but Calder Abbey has a wealth of knowledge on local lore. If you ever go there, the monks will request a plant from you, but they won't tell you what they want, a sort of test. They've never allowed me in to look through their sacks. Okay. Older Abbey. A small window opens within the much larger oak door. From the darkness within, a voice proclaims, "Only a friend may enter." Okay, I think that we've used that before. Contract of friendship between strangers. Fox button. This one. The hatch snaps shut and the oak door swings inwardly, slowly, without a sound. I am ushered in by a man wearing a plain brown robe. He nods silently when I ask about Long Meg and leads me through the abbey to a small library filled with scrolls and books. Without a word, he pauses for a moment, surveying, before selecting a scroll and handing it to me. Regarding Long Meg, there is a stone circle north of Undermere. According to local legend, some hundreds, perhaps even thousands of years ago, a witch known as Long Meg lived nearby along with her daughters. They were wild, godless people who practiced evil magic until one night they went too far, and Meg and her daughters were turned to stone. The tall stone that stands apart from the main circle is called Long Meg by the locals. Can't explore. Okay. The sisterhood are trying my patience again. If the old Arda was around, but she's not. They've kept secrets for hundreds of years. If ever there was a time to share them, it is now. They know of a way to defeat this servant, some ritual or weapon or something, but their stubborn pride won't bring them to ask for help. Well, I won't sit idly by and do nothing. I'd better have a little chat with this new Arda. And I think I'll take some mountain astery with me. Mountain astery. Promotes an aura of confidence and persuasiveness. The large cup-like flowers produce a stale, damp smell. Is it this? Yes. Now we can go. All right. Start at Long Meg, South 3, East 2. The river is in its youth here, flowing swiftly through the rocks with a melodic gurgle. Among the tall grasses that line the riverbank is a much more unusual looking flower. So this is done. This is done. I have finished the designs you asked me to work on. Be very careful unwrapping these. Some of the glasswork is quite delicate, and I have taken great care transporting them. My lab equipment is finally here. I will now be able to brew elixirs using ingredients from my plants. Okay. Ooh. Lab equipment. Patterson's Guide to Fatal Fungi and Their Antidotes. Spring Wax Cap, Sunset Mount Cap, Bishop's Parasol, Copper Caledonian, Farmer's Worry. Okay. Alright, we'll keep that for later. Alright. Baylock's elixir. From the crushed petals of 3 distinctive plants, Baylock's elixir is a potent aid to memory, allowing those who drink it to ensure they retain important information that they will never forget. Care must be taken after drinking, however, to avoid the fate of Greygale, who slowly lost her mind after taking Baylock's and staring at a blank wall for 12 hours. Okay, so we've got 1 with 8. That looks good. And then we need 5 petals that are pointy. Oh, how many petals does this have? That has 9. This has... Oh, wait, this has 9. This has 8. So maybe it's this one. That looks good, whatever that is. And then we have 5 petals. This one? Nope. No, I don't think that's quite right. Can't really tell how many petals this one has. That one's wrong. Okay. Yep, that's it then. So let's label that before we forget. Okay, just live up here. Yep. The new Arda wouldn't like me being here, but the forest is in danger. I spoke with Verona Green earlier. It's bad. If the danger has awoken, then it will come for us. You must place an offering at the altar of Arduina. Okay. All right. Yeah. That's gonna be here. It seems Beth has been able to keep her fellow sisters away from this part of the forest, for now at least. The trees are thick here, old too. The altar seems to belong here, as much a part of the forest as the gnarled trunks and twisting roots. Must place an offering to the goddess Arduina. Okay. So... Imbersol or Caldery? Let's see. Imbersol... Protective properties. It is sometimes given as an offering to various deities in return for sanctuary. Produces flowers with many petals. Okay. Caldery. The uses of Caldery are not well known. Some say it has applications in dark magic, but this author has found neither substance nor specifics to back up those claims. Those who worship the huntress Arduina place the flower as an offering to ensure a successful hunt. It grows from a thin stem with small leaves. Protection or a successful hunt? Let's go for a successful hunt. Let's see, is it this one? Probably. Natalie Cooper. I'm being harassed by loonies, shouting about the redemption, saying they're going to set it free, whatever the hell that means. Well, they can take their seeds of whatever, woken something or other nonsense, and stick it where the sun don't shine. I'm not joining their damn cult. I just want to tend my garden in peace. I'm looking for some larkshine to drive them away if they come round again. Larkshine. Larkshine is a plant with a powerful defense mechanism. It releases stinging barbs triggered by a light touch. The pain is said to be unbearable and can last for several days. Sometimes confusingly called kidney flower, this is thought to be a reference to the kidney-shaped seeds held within the spiny pods that grow on this plant. I think that's this thing. Okay. Go. In time, she learned that the sisterhood had secrets. Or had she always known that? Had she come to them by chance? Or had she sought them out deliberately? She wasn't sure. But by now, she knew what she wanted, and she would do anything to get it. Okay, so I think that this is what? 902, 803. The impressive ridgeline of the Crinkle Crags stretches across the full width of my vision. Days like today are worth being alive for. A colorful plant stands out among the moss. George Campbell. My old man reckons there's a plant that can find pots of gold buried underground. Don't know what it's called, but I bet you do. I'll tell you what, when I'm rich, I'll throw a share of the gold your way. Bell? A plant that is believed by many to lead to gold. You'll have about as much luck searching for the end of a rainbow. The soft, frilled leaves can soothe insect bites and stings. It is also known as golden light and sometimes fool's hope. Okay. Red flowers, soft leaves. ask for you that would greatly aid the seeds of redemption. One of the Dreyer is in town, and we know he's paid you a visit already, no doubt feeding his habit. We suspect he's here to hunt the Dendrew. If he returns, give him some of this. He will make a worthy sacrifice to the Dendrew. Let's help him on his way. Okay. I am heading out on the road again, but before I leave, I wanted to store some valuables in a safe. I don't trust myself to remember the combination, and I certainly don't trust myself to write it down anywhere and not lose it. This is where you come in. Surely you've got something up your sleeve for me. Oh, right, you want the Baylocks. Okay. There you go. Okay. Please help me. I lost my dog while out walking in the fells. The mist rolled in and he was gone. I remembered there was a plant you could use to help find people. I wonder if it works for dogs. It has unusual black and golden flowers. I guess that one. Let's double check. Jacob's War, towards person. Yep. Hey, Simone. Oh goodness, Hellebore. You haven't been getting enough food? Yeah, I don't actually feed him. That's terrible. Whatever will become of you? My mother's had me looking into this servant creature for you, but I'm afraid I've not been getting anywhere. It's strange. I'm sure I've seen some reference to it before, but I'm drawing a blank when I try to find anything. I think Lord Fremont's archives would be a good place to look. I was going to post this to you, but I was in town anyway, so I thought I'd drop it off in person. That, and sneak in some Hellebore hugs. I've not been getting anywhere looking through my collections in Ambleside for any mention of the servant, but Lord Fremont's archives at Muncaster are home to many ancient and esoteric scrolls covering a wide variety of subjects. Okay. Muncaster. I follow Fremont's manservant deep into the vaults of the castle. 2 hours later, I have still found no mention of the servant. On the verge of giving up, a name grabs my attention. The Woken Dendrew. Didn't Verona say that was another name for the servant? The Woken Dendrew is loyal to the summoner, who becomes its master and can bend its terrible power to their will. This servant is assumed to be immortal since it has no known vulnerabilities, but that does not mean that it cannot be defeated. Many hundreds of years ago, a site of ritual importance was created near Blackcomb to the south of the Watcher, the Great Oak, and the Dendrew was ousted from this world. Unfortunately, although we know that 5 plants were required for the ritual, the specific plants are not known. Okay. Norwood, please. I find it's the only thing that can keep me from nodding off on the night shift. Norwood. Bite of the crunchy root of this plant has the effect of a cold bucket of water thrown over the face, an unpleasant sensation accompanied by sharp focus. It is claimed that Norwood releases spores that are invisible to the naked eye, showing up only under unnatural light. Spores. Spores? Huh? Yes. Okay. When her chance finally came, she did not hesitate even for a moment. Afterwards, when the Arda was dead, she felt only elation. Years after she had first laid eyes on the book, she had what she needed. Okay, the first letter of the Latin name of a plant known as golden light, the number of petals on a lucky Caballia flower. Okay, so Caballia 6, 7 is lucky, so 7, and then golden light. I think I'm gonna have to, I don't remember what that was. Nope. Golden light, weeping bell. So first letter of the Latin name, L, so L7. L7. I amble through meadowland, stopping every so often to examine any wildflowers that catch my eye. Buttercups, daisies, cowslips, red clover, knapweed, cat's ear, and hidden among them something new for my collection. The sisterhood was attacked last night. Bethany is dead, along with the new Arda and 13 others. Those damn fools with all their secrets. No amount of pleading with them could get them to see sense, but through blind luck we have been left with a slender hope in this fight. Sister Charlotte managed to escape the slaughter, the one thing that could help in the fight against the serpent. Trust no one. Keep it hidden, but get it open. Okay. Can we use the lock opening thing? Follow the Duddon tributary to its source. Okay. Let's do that first, because we have Duddon. River Duddon. Its tributary. Here. I've never seen this plant before, and here it is, growing in abundance. Okay. Alright. First is the corpse friend, a reminder. Then comes the ankle grabber, the binder. Third is the fear bringer. Fourth to lift a curse. Last a pedal to secure black blood's reverse. Okay, so that is going to be the stuff that we need to defeat the servant, probably. There's too many things to make a potion out of. They're saying the sisterhood has been attacked. Don't know how much more than that, but those seeds of redemptionists have got all excited about it. There's a bunch of them chanting outside Pulliver's right now. Foxfield Trident. Okay. Foxfield. Foxfield. Okay. Foxfield Trident. From Foxfield, the Trident points me in the direction of some foothills northwest of the Swinside Stone Circle. A faint path leads me over a ridge and into a dell. Here, a plant thrives, sheltered from the wind. To Blackcomb. I will kill this servant. My people have a saying, he who lives without fear does not live at all. I will not say that I am not afraid, but it would be no bad thing to die hunting such a noble adversary. I will take Embersoul. Okay. So, I think this is where, like, the cult wants me to give him this, which looks like going to be Lesser Meridoc. I'm just going to go ahead and label that. Label that in pink so that I remember that it's not official. But no, I'm going to give him the Embersoul. Those guys are crazy. Embersoul is thought to have protective properties. It is sometimes given as an offering to various deities in return for sanctuary. Produces flowers with many petals. Watch out for the leaves, they're razor sharp. Okay. So I haven't identified this one yet. Is it this? Quite easy to cut one, so maybe. Embersoul. Okay. And then let's read what the other one was. The round flower head of the Meridoc is made up of smaller yellow florets. A single drop of the strong-smelling sap from this plant can utterly drain a person's mental faculties, rendering them slow and uncomprehending. Okay. Milton Forbes. Allow me to present my services. I own a small shop that specializes in curiosities. I would have thought that someone in your position ought to be interested in perusing our collection of manuscripts on elixirs, for example. Yeah. Arnside Antiquities. Let's go check that out. Arnside. The dark exterior of Arnside Antiquities blends into its surroundings. A tailor called Jones and an ugly-looking haberdashery, to the extent that I walk past it 3 times before I find it. Inside, however, I am greeted by a world of intrigue and wonder. Old trinkets sit alongside faded books and manuscripts, while strange utensils and machines, their uses unfathomable, occupy rows of display cases. It is some time before I peel myself away, returning to Undermere with 2 new recipes for elixirs that demand further study. All right. Let's see. Made from a combination of Arbutum alacritus, Maculosus rentinta, and Mens fortis, this powerful elixir is dangerous and extreme caution is advised. Alright, so now we've got Latin names. This is one of them, Henchuck. The fruit of the henchuck can have startling effects on memory. Even a small dose can result in short-term memory loss, but in larger amounts it has been known to cause severe amnesia. The tuberous bulb has an unusual structure, growing in bursts that give a striped appearance when cut open. When the outer layer hardens and turns blue-green, it is ready to harvest. Okay. So this is probably henchuck. Go ahead and label that. Okay. And then we need Arbutum alacritus. Oh, the Dranthium is the Mens fortis. That had kind of a purpley flower. Dranthium. Okay. So we just need the Arbutum. Caballia. Okay. We will go ahead and label that. Elixir of the band. Put that over with the elixirs. Okay, that's done. St. Quintin's elixir. This elixir will enable any drinker of it to overcome their sense of fear, though it should be considered beforehand that fear is not always a bad thing. For example, it would not be wise to drink this near to the edge of a cliff. A 5-pointed leaf to grant courage, a red flower to protect the mind, a seed pod for luck. Okay. St. John's poppy could protect the mind. Hearing ability. No. What else have we got? Meek Dew. It's not going to be that. Gentia. No. Weeping Bell. That's the one. What does that do? Weeping Bell. Ah, that's the one that finds Eyebright. Gives eye A site. Okay. Courage. Candlewood, red flower that provides a shielding effect, protecting against all manner of afflictions of the mind. Long, thin stems grow among tall leaves. Okay. Okay. Grant courage. What is this? It has 5 pointed leaves. Purple flowers, light buttery scent. Okay. Is this Butterdale? Yeah, that doesn't have anything to do with courage. Making bones. It's a mushroom. Energy boost. Digestive. Friendship. Death. Henchuck. Nope. Okay, so the seed pods, I remember seeing an illustration of seed pods. Let's see if we can find that one. Here. Sheep snap is thought to bring good fortune when prepared correctly. The green seed pods of the sheep snap have a hard outer shell and sound hollow when tapped. To the south, they call this plant bulbs of Bayonne. Now, I don't know if I have this. It's not identified. I don't know that I have anything with seed pods. Seed pods? Okay. Well. Maybe we'll wait on that one until later. Okay. Equipped with the Arda's knowledge, she journeyed west to the stone circle. Unknown to her, she was not alone as she made her preparations. Day 13. Alright, I think this will be a good point to take a break. These episodes have been a little longer than usual because I'm trying to get this done before Strange Antiquities comes out because I want to pick that up. So yeah, we'll take a break here, and then next time we will probably finish Strange Horticulture. Depending on how long it takes, I may do a couple of the multiple endings, but if it takes a while to get there, I may not. So we'll just see how the timing works out. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.